We are here with the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Thank you for joining us today. Can you start off by telling me a little bit about what a day in the life is like for one of your employees?
Sure. So in the FBI, we have over 400 job opportunities, right? So it would be hard to talk about each one of those, but I'll talk about the one I know the most, which is a special agent position. I think one of the best things about the job is that no day is the same. If you thrive on monotony, this one's probably not for you, because one day you could be doing interviews, the next day you could do surveillance. The next day you could be in court testifying or talking to the community or going to a school. So every day is different, and I think that most agents enjoy that because they're not always in the office and they're not always in the field.
Great. And a lot of people know about the terrorism prevention work that the FBI does, but what are some of the other kinds of cases you investigate?
Question. So we are the lead agency for international terrorism, but we do also investigate around 500 other federal violations. So we have a national security side as well as a criminal side. So on the national security side, we investigate counterintelligence crimes, cyber matters, and terrorism. And on the criminal side, we investigate drugs and gangs, violent crimes, crimes against children, human trafficking, cyber, and white-collar crimes.
Now, one of the things about the FBI is that there are, of course, physical fitness requirements for our special agents. Can you tell me what that kind of requirement is like?
Sure. So on paper, it may look a little easier than when you actually apply those tactics and do the techniques. So what the event is, it is a minute of sit-ups, and you get a 5-minute break, and then you do a 300-meter sprint and a 5-minute break. You do push-ups till failure, 5-minute break, and a 1.5-mile run. The key is protocol. There is a specific protocol that you have to follow. If you don't follow that protocol, those events don't count or those reps don't count. So you could be doing 15 push-ups, but if they're not the correct protocol, then none of them count. And that's a lot of work spent on something that doesn't count. So we always encourage our applicants or ones that want to be applicants to go on the website and check out what our fitness test looks like and then what kind of scores you'll need in each event in order to move forward.
That adherence to protocol is a really important part for the listeners back at home. Thank you for sharing that. And my final question for you today, there are a couple of critical eligibility requirements to be an FBI special agent. Can you just let us know what those are?
Sure. Yep, so all those are on our website, FBIjobs.gov. But some specifically are, that you have to have a bachelor's degree minimum with at least 2 years of professional work experience or a master's degree with at least 1 year of work experience. But in addition to that, there's an age limit, 23 to 36, so you have to be at Quantico by 37. But more importantly, the criminal history, our drug policy, as well as a financial history policy are ones where a lot of people will get hung up. So I would encourage you to look at those with regard to marijuana and other drug usage. It's very specific, and then you have to be very precise on the times in which you have used marijuana. It can't be within 1 year of your application date. So you have to make sure you remember when that was, and then be patient and wait if it hasn't been a year.
I think similar to the physical fitness requirements, that adherence to protocol, making sure people look at the specifics of what is requested on the website, that's something you need to be a great special agent as well. So I think it really starts at the application process. Thank you so much for your time today and for telling us about how to get a job at the FBI.
Thank you. Good luck.